Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Subhanallah, did you know that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam honored, subhanallah, an individual called Mutim Ibn Adi? Subhanallah, and this individual did not embrace Islam. And this person, subhanallah, what he did was something amazing. First of all, after the Muslims, when they're going through the torture, the difficulties and trials and tribulation, after the migration, even after Hamza and Umar embracing Islam, subhanallah, things were not easy for the Muslims. The Muslims were being tortured to the extent that they went to the last resort was to literally have any kind of transaction with the Muslims. Do not allow any kind of transaction. Do not talk to or socialize with the Muslims. Do not allow your sons or daughters to get married to the Muslims. The Muslims self-exiled themselves, subhanallah, and they left Mecca and they went to the outskirts in one of the valleys of Mecca, subhanallah, for 2 or 3 years. This was during the boycott. When the boycott had happened, subhanallah, it was probably the most challenging years in the life of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because the Muslims were struggling. It was at that time, Mutim Ibn Adi, subhanallah, what he did was something spectacular. He would load a camel, fully loaded camel with goods, with food, subhanallah, and he would send it to the Muslims. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam appreciated that. Even when it came to the end, when they came to end the boycott, it was the Quraysh that planned to put an end to the boycott. Mutim Ibn Adi was also involved in that. Mutim Ibn Adi was the one when the Prophet ﷺ, subhanallah, went to Taif, and on his way back, he did not have anyone giving him protection in Mecca. Mutim Ibn Adi was the one that, subhanallah, sent his sons wearing an armor and is saying, allow Muhammad into Mecca, subhanallah, and let him do tawaf, and I want all of you, my sons, to give him protection. And how the Prophet ﷺ honored him, he says that after the battle of Badr, when we had prisoners of war, the Prophet ﷺ says that if Mutim Ibn Adi was alive, and if he was to ask me to free all the prisoners of war, I would have freed every single one of them. The Prophet ﷺ showed honor and respect to non-Muslims, subhanallah. The Prophet ﷺ showed love to those people who were kind and generous to him. We need to do the same. Enjoy the seerah. Assalamu alaikum.